Welcome to Decker Tech. I'm Aaron Decker, and today we're going to do a Midnight Suns guide, specifically on the Offering Bowl, because I have seen a lot of misinformation on the internet about the rewards that the Offering Bowl gets. The rewards are not random. You have complete control over them. You just have to keep track of a couple variables here, and we'll go through all those and get you max rewards for your artifacts here. So to start off here, I'm going to put in a legendary book.
Like it belongs here.
Pick one of my words here, and kabam! I get a single arcane key, which is nice, but is definitely not what you should be getting for a legendary artifact. With the artifacts, there are 5. I don't have them all listed here because save files. With the 5 of them, 4 of them are guaranteed to give an arcane key. Those are everything that's not the necklace. So the book, the knife, the bowl, and the wand will all guarantee give an arcane key. They also have a chance to give gloss, and to get that gloss, you have to manipulate things and pick the right choices. I did not make the right choices. I did not get the gloss. The necklace, we're going to save that one for the end of the video because it doesn't fit in the rest of these ones. It's its own special category. It's kind of a red herring and a wild card. So if we eliminate the necklace, we're down to 4 artifacts. And with those 4 artifacts, there are a couple things in the game that also come in 4s. One of them should be fairly straightforward to you. As you go through, there are going to be 4 words of power that you unlock. And if we pick the correct word of power, we get one of the checkboxes to get some bonus gloss. Each level of artifact will give a different amount of gloss per checkmark, and there's 2 checkmarks we're trying to get. First one is the word of power, and so with this legendary book, it's going to be 150 gloss per checkmark. So in this next load up here, we're going to pick the correct word of power, and I'm going to get an arcane key and 150 gloss. So book, word of power. I mean, if you think through it, they all have a very good way reasoning, in my opinion. You have to open a book to read it, so we're gonna open the book, and ta-da, 150 gloss bonus key. But that is not enough. There is more to this, and the other thing that comes in 4s in this game is actually the lunar cycle. In the real world, the lunar cycle is 27 days, but because video games, oops, sorry, my recording software plus hard to do game makes me lag a little bit here. I got to go to the Abbey here because I want to show you the map, and I don't want to spoil the arcane chests that I have unlocked because that's for another video. So here in the map, if you look on the top right here, it actually keeps track of the lunar cycle for us. Like I said, it's a 4-day cycle. There are 4 options: new moon, waning, full moon, and waxing. I don't know if I did that in the right order, but every day it changes. And of those 4 moon types, that's also going to affect our, so like I said, top right here, our rewards in our artifact bowl. So far, it's the only thing I know that the lunar calendar affects, but maybe there's more things. So we're going to go to Waning, and you're just going to have to take my word that this save file is Waning. I'm not going to open the map because I don't want to spoil arcane chests. But so with the books, the 2 things we've got to match up is I need to do open, and I need to do Waning. And the way for me to remember Waning from books is if I read too long, I might start falling asleep and wane off. It's a little stretch, but I'll give you all the cheat codes to remember all these things. So legendary artifact, we check the moon cycle, it's waning. I'm not going to show you that because spoilers. And then we open the book, and you'll see I now get twice as much gloss. I'm going to get 300 gloss. 300 gloss and the key. So it's whether or not you do the 2 check marks. So you don't have access to break and purify until late in the game, but you do get open and reveal early, but you always have access to the lunar cycle. So even if you're opening, so break is going to be daggers and purify is going to be bowl. I'll explain all that later. Those ones, if you don't, whoops, if you
Maybe I should come back later.
feel the need, so break is going to be waxing. Sorry, I got to load this up. Thinking and talking at the same time is really difficult sometimes. So even if you don't want to save those daggers until you have the break word, you can at least go to the correct lunar cycle for daggers. That's going to be waxing, because if you cut yourself, you got to seal it back up with wax. That's my way to remember. I'm going to give you them all. It's going to be great. Trust me. It's I think they were all designed with a purpose. Some of them are a little bit more of a stretch than others. But so I have a dagger. It is rare. So let's see, common, rare. This should be 75 per checkmark. I have power runes here. It's the correct lunar cycle, and I'm going to do the correct word of power. So I'll get 150 gloss and a key.
offering was
It is
accepted.
no way random. I can 100% predict it and test it. I don't want to show you all the testing I did to get here. Yeah, I think now it's just I need to get through, tell you all the cheat codes. Oh, also the necklace. So the necklace does not need any check marks. It'll never give a key, and it will always give max gloss. And the gloss rewards are based on the rarity of the item. Commons will give 50 per check mark. Rares will give 75 per check mark. Epics, 100. Sorry, did I say this right? 50, 75, 100, and then 150 for a legendary. And the necklace will always give you that that max gloss, but no key. Now let's go for how to remember these things. This will be in the description if for future reference. So for words of power, you have to open a book. You want to purify your water. That's the bowl. You break people's skin with knife. Don't do that. That's bad. And wands reveal things. This one's a little bit of a stretch. Wand of Secrets from D&D. It reveals secret passages and entrances. That's the way I remember it. And or you can just process of elimination. Just remember the other three. Now for the lunar cycles, again, I guess I can't really show you them. I can't show you all four of these at the same time. But the book is waning because you fall asleep as you read too long. The knife is waxing because you have to reseal cuts. The bowl is full because you always want your bowl full. The bowls are always half full. They are never half empty. And the wand is a new moon because it's a new item that you probably haven't played with before. It's not in your everyday life. Yes. That's how I remember them. And hopefully this was helpful. The next video I am going to do for sure the arcane chests. I'm going to show you what I believe to be all the chests, little hints on how to get to each one. I don't want to spoil it in this video because, you know, that's a fun little thing to explore. And also let me know if you want to see hero guides. I do play on max difficulty, which is Ultimate 3. I breeze through those in turn 1 most fights. It is, once you get the correct decks going, the game can get pretty extreme, and you can do a lot of damage. It's a lot of fun. So thank you for watching. Let me know if you any questions I missed or questions I didn't answer, things I missed, or things you want to hear. And peace.